So we've selected our bike bag, we've selected our destination. It's now time to have a look at how to really protect your bike for transit, how to make sure to pack it successfully, make sure that we don't arrive and find that some all-important, very hard to source part is being damaged in transit. So although we've opted for a fairly high-end bag that's designed with a purpose in mind, should keep your bike nice and safe, I'm not going to leave anything to chance. Obviously the bike ain't going to fit in there with the wheels on, so the first thing I'm going to do is take the wheels out and start removing a few key points. The bars will need to come off, and then we can start looking at some other aspects of what needs to be removed for safe travel. I've already whipped the pedals off, just because I flip between cleats and flats, so they happen to be off at the moment. I'm going to pack both sets, depending on what sort of riding we're doing. Might be doing some longer loops, might be doing some more gravity-led stuff, so I've got an option open to me there. So, time to flip the bike, remove the wheels. We've got a bolt through going on at the front, so nice and easy to get that undone. Out pops my wheel. When I put the bolt through back through, however, despite it screwing into that side, even when it's done up, there's nothing to stop those fork legs from getting compressed. And I really don't want to arrive and find my forks have been under a serious amount of weight and they've been pushed out of shape in any way. So a nice, cheap, easy fix for that is to find yourself a sensible piece of tube, cut it down to the size of the width of your axle, like so, and then we're going to put the bolt through straight on through, and the rigid piping will keep my forks the width apart that they are designed to be apart, even if someone decides to park their Louis Vuitton travel case on top of it. So that's nice and secure, and we can do the same with the back. So out comes the back wheel, and we're going to do the same thing. I'm actually going to remove my mech hanger too. Mech hangers, as you know, come in hundreds of shapes and sizes. Expecting a resort-based bike shop to have your mech hanger in stock while you're there, not subject to special order, is a big ask. I want to make sure that mech hanger doesn't get damaged in transit. So we're going to actually just loosen off our quick release so that we can get to the necessary bolts, undo the mech hanger and take this whole derailleur mech hanger off as one unit, and then crucially I'm actually going to mount it inside the frame, strap it up with a couple of cable ties, keep it nice and safe for when we're travelling. Simply off she comes. Couple of little screws, we're going to put them somewhere very safe because we definitely want to be able to put that back on. In the meantime, however, I'm just going to tuck my derailleur out the way, my mech, and we're going to put her inside the frame, and we're going to cable tie her to the inside of the frame there where she can't get in any trouble. Nice strong fixing, cable tie provides. It's going to hold the derailleur nicely out of the way. Don't forget the back end of the rear triangle is going to be braced with the quick release with its sheath of plastic tube. Stop the back end getting compressed. In the meantime, we've got a nice secure fitting in there. It's not going to rattle around, cause any damage. Pop my quick release back in to protect the rear end. And away we go. She's good and solid, not going anywhere, and not subject to any, hopefully, any damage in transit. Because I can be a little bit forgetful about where I put things down anything more than 12 seconds ago, I'm going to put the screws for my mech hanger back in the mech hanger, so when I come to put my mech hanger back on, everything is where it should be. Although I'm happy that my mech hanger and mech are quite well protected there, one thing I'm definitely going to take a spare of is a mech hanger. I always carry a spare mech hanger for the brand of bike I'm riding in my backpack, making sure I've always got one in the pocket for when things go wrong. You can buy an emergency one shape fits all mech hanger, but they really are only a get you out of jail free card. They'll only get you home, and ideally why not just have a spare one? They will go eventually. You will whack your mech on something at some stage, and knowing that you've got the mech hanger in the backpack ready to go will probably reduce the chances of it happening in the first place.